Welcome back to another stock market portfolio update video, and thank you so much for the recent support. Obviously, I did a stock market portfolio video with my brother and it went down really well, and I think we will continue it, especially if it does hit that 150 likes that we set, well, my brother set. If we do get that, then it knows, well, we know that you guys did enjoy that type of video, and then we can continue in doing those type of videos and you can see his progress in the stock market, because I know a lot of people were requesting that on. A lot of people say, like, what would I do in the stock market if I was new and starting out? And it's kind of a good way of showing like the type of ideas that I would do and suggest to my brother. So yeah, they're the type of things I would be doing. Before we get into the video, if you want a free fractional share worth up to £100, there's a link in the description. Click it and it will bring you to the sign up page. Just sign up with Trading 212. And also, if you want to then just go on the three buttons on the screen and then type in Ben, I'll show you on the screen how you do it. Then you'll get a free fractional share. So check that out. Obviously, you need to deposit £1. And if you're new to Trading 212, then use the link. So the first one, we are on AMD and we are down 6%. The stock market's had a massive fall, and I think a lot of people are going to be wanting to maybe click on this video and see how different different the portfolio is, and it is a lot different. I have dropped dramatically. Well, you can tell in the thumbnail how much I am down, but you'll be able to see if I've been buying any stocks and stuff if you stick around in the video. But anyway, I've got 45 shares of AMD. It's not performed well so far, but like I said, it's one of those. And this is something I would like to say as well, is nothing happens straight away as well in the stock market. Obviously, your capital is at risk and you can lose your money, but that is obviously the choices you can make and the choices if you want to look into and research into a stock. But I personally looked into AMD and I think there's a lot of future and a lot of promise with this company that I think will have a bit of a turnaround story, to be honest with you. And also, the growth is really good. It is really good, and gaming side of things isn't great, but that should hopefully have a bit of a turnaround story in itself. Or even if it doesn't and it just stays how it is and it doesn't decrease anymore, because I don't think it's got much more room to decrease, then that will stop hurting the revenues for AMD as well. And also hopefully there could be a bit of a gainer with the gaming sector as well. But anyway, the data centers are absolutely smashing it, 69% year on year with the revenue growth. And this is another thing with their bottom line that hurt their bottom line, is the tax. They ended up paying half in tax. So next up, we have got Fubo, and we've got 1,100 shares of this, and we're up 160%. And we've got earnings on the Friday, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they talk more about this acquisition with Disney, and hopefully they've done well with the numbers as well with the growth, which I think they would have done from a lot of the last quarters. They've been growing and going to be eventually starting to turn profitable, like I said before, was end of year. It is a very small market cap, so you've got to be very careful with this. It's 1.2 billion, so I'd be very careful, because it is a tiny company compared to a lot of the stocks that is in the stock market and I also hold. So it's very small, but also leads to high potentials of what this could become and what it could do, especially when they turn profitable, like I said. But yeah, Fubo's one of my big speculative kind of riskier plays, but I am prepared to take on that risk because I do believe we could see it turning profitable. Grab, this one's been up and down like a yo-yo, to be honest with you. The last week had earnings. I think earnings were great, and the guidance wasn't that strong, and I think a lot of people didn't like that with the guidance. But yeah, I think Grab was solid. I think it was great earnings. So we've got 1,550 shares. I did buy a bit of Grab. You'll see that in my buys and sells group, what I've been buying recently. And because every time I'm buying, I'll instantly put it in the group of what I've bought. And then also when I'm selling, I'll instantly put a screenshot of what I've been selling. So you can keep an eye on in real time as I go on during the week or months. They're literally getting to that stage now where they're becoming profitable as a company, and hopefully the earnings per share will now start to be growing quite quickly, and hopefully we'll be seeing that PE ratio turned around and very quickly within a few quarters of the next earnings that they do, because they'll be turning profitable. IAG, obviously this was doing well at one point. It was up 8%, and yes, I've only got one share. I was keeping an eye on this stock, and we'll just briefly go over it. I've still not looked into it at the moment, and to be honest with you, it's just not a stock I will be buying. I think it's a great stock to hold personally, but I've got too many stocks at the moment. I don't want to have loads of stocks. I want a small concentration on the amount of stocks I do have. Same with Nike, same story. It was great when it was like below $70. And I was thinking of swing trading it before. Like I said, there's no point in me buying into any more stocks at the moment because, like I said, I don't want any more than 6 stocks. Palantir, probably what you've all been waiting for. It has dropped a lot. We're down 16%. $100, I think it went to 89 at one point. It's not shown on the graph, but I think it did crash 89 and went up. Yeah, it's had a bit of a massive fall off. So this was the news as well that I think reacted with Palantir. So on Wednesday, the Trump administration outlined a plan that would cut defense spending by 8%. So people really did react to that news. And then on top of that, Alex Harp is wanting to sell $1 billion worth of the stock, which, to be honest with you, I don't think it's that bad. And obviously, fair enough, it's run up loads, and he even knows it's overvalued. And I think he's got so many shares that fair enough, like cash out. And also, 1 billion isn't a large amount of money compared to what the size of the company is at the moment. 237 billion market cap. But yeah, Palantir, $100 a share at the moment, and it's hopefully holding strong at $100 a share. But yeah, I'm, like I said, still not selling, still not doing anything. And I've always said in the videos, I am prepared mentally that this can go to $60. SofI has also had a massive hit. We're down 9% on the week, down 16% on the month, and 3 months down 5%. So yeah, SofI's had a tough time, and that's expected because it's had a huge run up. We were in this when it was at $7, and obviously my average is way up because I've been averaging up. I don't mind averaging up because, like I said, I've done my kind of look on the company and where I think this could be in the next few years. So I don't mind buying at higher prices, and I've been buying at 14 and also 15. So yeah, I don't mind it. And also I said, if it can get to $11 to $12, then I'll be buying heavy into SofI. The P ratio is about 30, 32 at the moment. And yeah, I'll be holding on to SofI and also be buying into SofI. I'm personally happy that this is happening. This is like one of my biggest positions, and it just means I can buy more shares. So it's just a good opportunity. Obviously, I'm not going all in with it. I'm just slowly buying more shares. That's the important thing. You should always make sure you've got a nice size amount of cash on the side for when drops are happening, when corrections are happening, because there's nothing worse when you don't have any cash and the stock market's crashing. Because I've been there a few years ago. I kind of went a bit all in with it all and didn't have any money to really be buying up the crashes, and that is horrible when you're on the sidelines just seeing it all go down when you can't put any money in. But so I've been able to slowly put some money in, so it's not too bad. Tesla, I would be buying up Tesla as well, and I probably would be buying up Tesla, to be honest with you, because these are great prices as well. Hopefully I can add to the shares that I've got with Tesla. This is another good little buying opportunity. If we can get below $300, that'll be great. Obviously, I really think the Optimus robots are going to be a huge play in the business. And on top of that, the autonomous driving and the robo-taxis, I think that's going to be a massive thing for Tesla. It's not just a car company. Look into Tesla because it's got a lot more to go with it, really. There's a lot of potential with Tesla. And yeah, we're up 58% on Tesla. As you can see, my portfolio is worth £84,352, and the rate of return is down 5% on the day and down 11% on the week. So I've crashed pretty hard. And there was one point where I had 102,000 in the portfolio, which was crazy. And I'll see if I got a screenshot and I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, I've gone down a lot this week, and that's just the stock market for you. So if you are new to investing, then click the link in the description. You get a free share up to £100. I'll use code BEN. And yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this video, and subscribe if you're brand new, and like the video if you did enjoy, and check out my buys and sells in the link in the description where you can see in real time when I'm buying and selling a stock or crypto.